Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're going to be discussing about a stock that goes by the name Triveni Turbine. So as you can see that the stock has been in an upward trend since a good amount of time. So as you can see that there has been an upward trend since 20th of July up to 27th of October 2022. The stock was in a nice upward trend. The stock has given a return of around, let's just take a look into it. So during those times, it has moved around 84%, which was really good. If anyone would have held to this stock for a very long time, for those amount of time, then they could have made a good amount of profits. But now the stock has been consolidating since 28th of October. So you can assume the stock has been consolidating since the last 3 months, November, December, and January. So what is the future for this stock? As you can see that the stock has had a limit price of like, as you can say, this could be between 268. It has a nice support around 268. I'm not counting this price as a fall down because it was a terrible time for the market. So there was a huge selling momentum on 23, 24, 25, which was completely inorganic. And it was all driven by panic of like some COVID. Like there was some few COVID scenarios happening in China. That is what triggered all of this downfall. But then the stock tried to give up, and but then it was not able to recover. But it wasted some amount of time here. But then the stock recovered, and it has had a good decent support at 268. So now, what makes me very curious about this stock is like, look at this. I'll show you. So this stock has had this huge pattern of very nice one-sided momentum. When the stocks have a one-sided momentum, that is when they have a nice kind of volume. So there's this one-sided momentum here, but then the volume, even if the volumes are not very great, and look at this, the stock has a nice upward momentum here. Now I'll tell you the comparative study. So you go here, you check it. So the entire swing is not more than 20%. Again, we'll go and check this new swing that we can see. It is not more than 12%, 20%, 12%. And then there is this third swing. It is not more than 8%. So there has been a nice contraction of swing patterns for the next 2 or 3 months, I guess. So for the first month, the stock has been consolidating but has a very big swing. The second month, the swing considerably lowered. People have been buying all the time. In these few days, that is the last 10 or 15 days, there has been a constant buying. So it means that there has been a lot of buying. The buying has been happening for a very long time. So there's a buying, and also you can see that there is a good volume buildup. So if I think if the stock retains its position above 313, 14 or 20, you can see a nice move like this. Maybe you can see something like this. It will go this way, but then you will also get a second chance. It will not go straight up. It will come back. It will consolidate for a while here. It will just go back here again. It will consolidate maybe here, and then you will see a very big move. So now it's up to you. What is your risk appetite? So this can't be fixed. This can't be said for sure. Sometimes the stock just move all at once. So what will happen is the stock will just come here, the stock will not consolidate, and you will see a very big uptrend here right away. Now the problem is I generally prefer to enter somewhere here after 320, 310. When the stock takes a good move, there is some amount of resistance because people who have bought here, they will definitely try to square off the position, and they will try to like at least get some kind of profit from all the position, because from this point, if you go here, if we are able to still stay here, it's still 19 to 20%, which is very good for any retail investor, but not good for anyone who trades in momentum. So if you can see some, if you can see some action here, and if you can see some consolidation here, I would definitely go in for the stock. I might not go all in the first breakout, but then if there is a nice build up, and if there is a nice momentum, this if there's a nice volume build up, I would definitely think for it. So what are the points that make me really confident that there could be a breakout in this stock is that there has been a good volume breakout. So this kind of volume, this kind of volume points out to the fact that the stock has a good amount of interest as of now at this price. Everyone thinks that this might not be the best price to sell. Everyone thinks that this might be the good price to buy. So at this point, you will see a lot of action. And most probably, if the stock is in a upward trend, you will definitely see some kind of action towards the upside instead of the downside. There's a high probability that you will see a lot of action towards the upside. So, in order to verify, let's just go ahead and check the stock's fundamentals. I mean, it's just a formality. I am not paying a lot of attention to fundamentals, but then yes, you would. A few fundamentals are really appreciated. So let's just go to fundamentals. So Triveni Turbine has a market capitalization of 10,000 crores. It's a nice stock according to my strategy. I only trade in stocks which are between 2,000 to 10,000 crores. It has a very nice high P ratio. For momentum trading, high P ratio is absolutely necessary. The book value is 27.5. The price is very high. The book value. See, all of these things, I do not pay a lot of attention to this. It's just that I just make sure that it is the momentum is justified somehow with the help of the fundamentals. I do not go for the fundamentals because I'm not an investor. I'm not going to stay in the stock for a very long time. I'll just take my 20-30%. I'll get out of the stock. So as you can see that there has been a good amount of increase in sales. The quarter on quarter performance is pretty fine, and the EPS growth is very substantial. It's not bad. And if you just take into consideration the PBIT index, PBT ratio, operating profit margins have been good. And the other, it looks like a very nice uptrending stock. Expenses have nice grown up. Income has been constant. The sales have substantially increased. So the last year sales are predicted to be like at least they would be around 1,000 or one for the next quarter. It could go up to 1,200 maybe. And EPS payout is really nice, 8.36. Look at this, EPS is really nice. So the EPS is really nice. I mean, I really appreciate it. I think if is there a share buyback? I will have to check this. If there's a nice share buyback reserves, the reserves are pretty nice. The liabilities have increased. Total liability. I can do a very in-depth fundamental analysis of the stock, but then right now, this stock that I have shortlisted right now is out. I think what they have done is they've actually financed their dividends through maybe loans, I guess. I will have to do a very in-depth analysis and I'll have to go about it. But then this stock is a pure technical bet, and it's from all the data that I've seen right now. It's not there's as long as see in momentum trading, the thing is very simple. As long as there is no bad news, everything is a good news. If the stock has a very bad performance, it's a bad thing. But if a stock has medium performance, it is not performing highly performing, it is still fine for us. See this, so they do not have a nice cash flow right now, but then it is fine. The stock has a lot of other things that people can count upon. So this is Triveni Turbine, and let's see what happens ahead. I think that this stock should move at least 10 to 20% uh, after there is a breakout, like maybe after 310, 20, between. I will think of buying the stock between 310 and 320, not before that. All right, before that, I'll just keep watching it. I'm going to have this on my watch list, and let's see what happens. All right, see you guys.